Well, thankfully for the afternoon, it's been relatively calm across the area and quiet. But unfortunately, once we head later on into the late night hours and overnight into early Saturday, we'll start to see some activity pick up again. That's why we have a weather impact alert for, once again, overnight tonight into your early Saturday. We got more chances for some strong to severe storms across the area, as well as some heavy rainfall. And of course, because it is a nocturnal risk, we want to make sure that you are aware and you have ways to receive alerts. Just because, it's the middle of the night, you're asleep, you don't want to be caught off guard by storms, make sure you have those ways to receive alerts. One of the best ways to do so is the 5 News mobile app for free on your mobile phone. So here's a look at what we've got for the risk tonight. Now, this is going to be one of those things where we have a risk that's going to start later tonight. So the evening is going to be pretty calm and quiet. So if you got evening plans, it's going to be fairly nice. But once we get closer to the midnight hour, that's when we'll start to see activity pick up. Blanket 2 out of 5 risk for almost all of our coverage area. And you can see we've got a risk for maybe some hail up to golf ball size, some winds of 60, maybe 75 miles an hour in terms of the wind gusts. And again, a low but not zero tornado risk. So it's one of those things that not everyone's going to see strong to severe storms, but there's enough ingredients at play that we'll need to be watching these storms. If any lone discrete storm were to get going ahead of the main complex, that would be the prime risk for maybe some larger hail. Then we get into tomorrow's risk. We have the storms in the morning. There's a chance that we could see some additional development in the afternoon. It's not going to be widespread, but we'll have to watch that as well for tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow night. So here's a look at what we've got in terms of that risk tomorrow. Again, large hail, damaging winds, low but not zero tornado risk. This is just a pesky system we'll need to be watching the next couple of days. And because it's giving us the potential, it of course also wants to give us some issues. Here's a look at the future cast, and the issues are, this is a tricky forecast in terms of timing and coverage. This is one of our short-range models. And notice how it's showing a couple of discrete isolated cells that fire up overnight into early tomorrow morning. Then it's kind of a jumbled up mess of storms here, there, and everywhere. We get a little bit of a break. And then by noon, notice there's additional storms that start to fire up to the west. Here's another one of our short-range models, and notice how they're not in agreement at all. It's one of those things where the timing and the coverage, it's getting tricky because it's throwing the models off. So I think a fair time estimate is anywhere between midnight and let's say 9 or 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. It's a wide window, but given the model's inconsistencies, just make sure you have ways to receive alerts overnight tonight. And then notice as we get into the afternoon hours, maybe a couple additional showers and thunderstorms, but I wanted to give a little bit of, good news for baseball fans. There is a window that we will probably be able to get the game in tomorrow. Just can't rule out maybe a stray shower or a thunderstorm or two. When we do get the breaks from the storms, it's going to be nice and warm, 80s across the area for your highs. And then over the next several days, not only with this rain, but the additional rain we could see next week, we could see another couple of inches of rain here, there, and everywhere, unfortunately. So it's going to be an active forecast. And some good news, though, in terms of the allergens. Tree and weed pollen are lower than they were the last week. Unfortunately, with all this water that we've got sitting around and the warmer temperatures, then we've got mold that's going to remain a problem for the next several days. Here's a look at what we got. Weather impact alert for overnight tonight. Make sure you have those ways to receive alerts just to be safe. It's not a guarantee that you receive severe weather in your area. But with the risks at play, it's better to play it safe than sorry. Just make sure you have those ways to receive alerts overnight tonight. Got some rain chances pretty much the next couple of days. It'll be one of those things where it's late overnight into the morning after. So make sure that you're aware of the forecast. We will get some breaks here and there with the rainfall, so there's some good news there. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, finally some more sunshine and warmer temperatures once again.
All right, thank you, Joshua.